I'd like to say greetings to everyone. This is Brotha I.M. the urban explorer. I'm currently over here on the northeast side of the city of Detroit. Over here right off State Fair and I-75 Service Drive. See the doctor's office in the background there right on State Fair. And as I pan my camera around to the right, we come across this old school here, which used to be St. Rita's school a number of years ago. Got a chance to talk to some of the old students that went here, and they informed me that this was old Catholic high school. Right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna show you what the name of the school, after the high school was closed down, what the school eventually became. So hold on tight. By the way, today's date is March the 19th, 2012. This school, which was originally called St. Rita School, was shut down it closed down many years ago. And DPS, from what I understand, had bought the building or was leasing the building, and it became Helen Field Learning Center. Now, Helen Field Learning Center, brothers and sisters, used to be a school that was designed for students that had severe disabilities and mental handicap challenges. About 3 or 4 years ago, the school was closed down under the direction of emergency financial manager Robert Bob. And from what I understand, the school, a lot of those students have been transferred over into regular DPS schools. Now, just to show you, talk about this real quickly, I remember back in the day, a few years ago, used to have cars and buses parked all up and down this street right here, headed north towards State Fair to take the students back home. So now it's just another building that's just sitting empty or sitting abandoned. And I remember last year I got a chance to go in here and take a look around, and the school is still in pretty good condition. And what we're going to do, brothers and sisters, is try to get in and take a look around, so hold on tight. Well, brothers and sisters, this is Brotha I.M, the urban explorer, here inside the old Helen Field Learning Center. About a year ago I was in here and got a chance to do some urban exploration. And as we take a quick tour, we're going to take a quick look around and see what we can see. And what we're looking at right now is the courtyard, brothers and sisters, which used to be very beautiful back in the day. And what we're going to do is we're going to go down this hallway here, take a look around. See the old classrooms that have been abandoned for the last few years. I really can't see too much in here because there's no light and it's been blocked off. See, we got the old paint and everything. That's right, New Providence bought the old St. Rita's. Another classroom there. And we see the paint where the elements have basically did what they gonna do. You gotta watch yourself here. Another classroom here. Got my headlamp on here, brothers and sisters. The reason why it's so dark in here is because they got the windows boarded up. And, you know, as I stated before, I got a chance to talked to some of the former students. They used to go to this school, and they told me that it used to be a high school back in the day. We can see where the vandals then been all in here, knocking over tables and stuff like that. Really can't see it, but a lot of the doors are still open. You know, that's the only remnants of light right there that's on this first floor. Now, the first time I came in here, I didn't really have a flashlight. But as you progress and do your urban exploration, you learn to carry things like that with you, such as flashlights, you know, the whole shebang, the whole 9 yards. This right here leads to another exit. And what we're going to do is we're going to go up the steps and see what we can see. You know, it's a damn shame, but I always said DPS could be making a lot of money, or the city of Detroit itself could be making a lot of money if they do the, you know, the massive garage sales like they used to do back in the day. Well, brothers and sisters, here we are on the second floor once again, and we're taking a look around to see what we can see. As I study my camera, come across this massive room here, and you never know what you might find when you come into these buildings. File cabinets, metal closets, old desk. You know, it kind of pisses me off because, like I stated before, at the last segment, I talked about how the city of Detroit back in the day, the 70s and the 80s, they used to have citywide garage sales where they would basically clear out the inventory of old stuff that was obsolete or that could no longer be used. And you smell the moisture in the air, brothers and sisters, the mildew. Turn my light off here. You know, just keep on stepping here to see what we can see. And once again, we'll see where the weather damage is doing its job. It's really tearing this building up. Old bookshelves there, old nice wooden bookshelf. Another classroom here. So stay before this building is still in pretty good shape, and it was built some years ago because they don't even, you know, make schools like this anymore, build schools like this anymore. You know, doing urban exploration can be very exciting, but it's also very hazardous and dangerous too. Another classroom that's been boarded up. Take a quick look in here. You know, when they closed this school down, a lot of people was in shock because of they was trying to figure out, a lot of parents and a lot of the administrators and teachers was in shock because they was trying to figure out, well, where were all these emotionally challenged and extremely handicapped students go to. And you know, it's sad to say, but the people that was in charge of that move didn't really give the people any type of answers. So we go around here, looking around. Like I stated before, I was in here about a year ago. I ended up losing the video because of, I had a virus. Got on my computer and wiped out all my files. So basically, I'm starting back from scratch, and it's a lesson that you learn when you work with technology. And we see outside on Cameron Street here. You take a look, see some abandoned houses right across the street. And they just recently tore down a couple of houses a couple of years ago. That was on that same block there. And that one house over there has been burned down like 3 or 4 times. City just needs to go ahead and tear it down. Got some milk crates in here. Need some old marble floors. Make our way down this hallway here to see what we can see, brothers and sisters. Nice view of the courtyard there. Last time I was here, I found some old records, and the records were worth some money too. Took those to one of those old record stores and over there on Woodward, and got compensated for them. I mean, these were like obscure artists, probably some artists you never even heard of before. That's one thing about urban exploration too, is that you never know what you might find. Old type of high chair there, or some kind of chair with some kind of closet. Got trays in here. See, last time I was here, I didn't see all this. Some kind of cart with bowls and things of that nature. And this is what you find like in a restaurant or a cafeteria. With your trash receptacle, and put your trays on there and get your other utensils. Step on out of this room. Go another stairway. Go to another part of the building. Well, brothers and sisters, we just coming from that section to the north, and we're making our way around to the section to the south. Came across this little tidbit or item right here, where you had some urban miners in here, aka scrappers. Them scrappers, I tell you, them some that's kind of trippy. You see where they tried to take out the fire extinguisher case. Busting through the cement to get to the pipes. I'm surprised they ain't tried to get the lockers out of here. Another view of the courtyard. Also besides the urban miners or the scrappers, gotta deal with the vandals. Another room here. stated before, I was in here last year, came in here, took some pictures and everything, some video, and they ended up losing it all. The files got wiped. This is a huge building. Ah, some more records. This is gold, brothers and sisters, gold. Come back for them in a minute. Old clock. You know, as I stated before, you never know what you might find when you go through these old buildings. I'm assuming that this used to be the science room or the lab. That's the other thing that trips me out too, is how DPS left a lot of equipment, tables, chairs, different items inside these buildings. Guess this is the other part of the lab. Got a stove here right in front of me. You know, the way I see it too is even if they knew they wasn't going to take the stuff out, they could have donated it to some kind of youth organizations or churches or something of that, you know, just to hate to see it go to waste. Another room. See, the gate is locked. Well, somebody didn't cut through, so through the gate down there. I just hate to see stuff like this go to waste, brothers and sisters. You know, another thing too that's kind of tripped out about these buildings is how, you know, you got people that are using them for criminal activity. And when I talk about criminal activity, I'm talking about everything such as selling drugs and making drug deals, using drugs, prostitution. You can just put a name to it. It's probably going on in a lot of these buildings. So we're gonna go downstairs. Well, brothers and sisters, we've come down to the other end of this building here, down on the down on the south side of the building, and we're gonna take a look around down through here to see what we can see. We see where the urban scrappers or the urban miners have been through here. Wow, it's a nice room here. And we see where they done cut through the gates to see what they can get at. Come outside there. Go back around. Now the vandals, you know, they not doing nothing constructive. The only thing that they doing is coming through here, you know, tearing up, mayhem and mischief. And I tell anyone that's off into urban exploration, just come in, do what you're gonna do, and get on out. See where somebody has been in that room. This right here, I guess, used to be the cafeteria or some kind of room. People coming in to eat. Now, I hope the guys that was, or the people that was tearing this stuff down right here, I hope they had on some kind of dust mask and gloves and long sleeves, and I pray and hope that they did the right thing by washing themselves up after they got done, because that's cancerous. It's has asbestos in it. And this is where we're going right here. We're going through this door right here. And we'll show you the gym. And this is where the Reach program used to be, the basketball program. And they had a lot of other activities that was going on in here. Got water damage here. They used to have a lot of community events up in here. Used to have basketball, used to have martial arts training, judo, karate, a whole bunch of slew of programs. Used to have, oh man, so it was so many programs up here. And this is the type of shit I'm talking about right here, because by this building sitting, as long as it's been sitting, it's only a matter of time before it really is unsalvageable. See, this type of stuff I'm talking about right here, brothers and sisters, is things like this table here. Some community organization could use this. Tables. Some community organization or some community group could utilize a lot of this stuff. Got some fiberglass backboards with the rims still attached. And these are the kind that are retractable. They can go up and they can go down. More tables. And we see where the urban miners have been in here once again, doing what they do. Sign. And I'm sure some young people probably done been in here playing ball and doing what they gonna do, brothers and sisters. I remember, quick story. I remember the Detroit Police Department had an Angels Night program. And, well, hold on here. Like somebody been living in here. Got coats and stuff like that all on the ground. Oh, cheerleader uniforms and shoes and stuff. Anyway, Detroit Police Department had like an Angels Night celebration up in here. So they had two Caucasian officers and everything. Probably didn't even live in Detroit. And so they were showing the children some weapons. Some automatic weapons or semi-automatic weapons. And so one of the officers slipped up and said something I didn't like. So I went and checked him on it. And, you know, he basically said, open court reading. See, new books that can go to some reading program. Somebody had been in here too, urinating. You know, the officer said something about, well, you know, one day we might have to use these. Then he caught himself. So after the program was over with, and I didn't give a fuck about what he thought. I told him that wasn't appropriate to say. You know, because like sometimes people will say things, and then they try to clean it up. If that's the way you feel, you know, I can handle it. But the children, they shouldn't be subjugated to your personal feelings. See, you got stuff like that. You got mats up there. You know, like I said before, some community program could utilize a lot of this stuff. Nice steps. I remember they used to have different types of activities up here. More mats. So what we're going to do is we're going to make our way on out of here and see what else we can see. So hold on tight, brothers and sisters. You know, another thing about this place, brothers and sisters, is they used to have free lunches up here in the summertime. You know, feeding the young folks. You know, through the free summertime lunch programs. So that was another item too. Got crap on the ground there. So it's been vermin running through here, or guys probably bringing their dogs up in here to fight them or mate them. I don't see no blood on the floor, so I don't know if I don't think they was mating them. But as you see the hole and you see the mold and all that. And we know the urban miners done been in here. It's just that they probably trying to figure a way how they can get that piece out of there, because that's got to weigh about a good 300 or 400 pounds. If they could have got that to the scrapyard, I'm sure that they probably would have by now. Go back to this door here, and we're gonna make our way on out of here. But yeah, this is one of them things, brothers and sisters, as I stated before, that you really got to be careful when you do your urban exploration going through here. You know, falling debris, glass. And this right here leads to the basement. And we can see where there's a little water down there and how they probably tried to kick it in. And I'm sure that's leading to the boiler room. Come on back up out of this woods, or out of this debris. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed the tour. And what we're going to do is we're going to step back outside and have a few final words. And I pray that nobody come through here at night thinking that that was an opening. Now we're going to make our way out. I mean, going through a lot of these buildings is like going through a maze, brothers and sisters. So now as I get ready to make my way out, I'll see y'all out on the outside, so hold on tight. Well, brothers and sisters, this is Brother I.M. the Urban Explorer. We're back outside once again, over here on Cameron Street, over here on the northeast side of the city of Detroit, by State Fair at I-75. I've just given you a tour of inside the old Helen Field Learning Center, or what used to be St. Rita School. And basically I took you from top to bottom, brothers and sisters, inside the building. I would have went in the basement, but I don't like going into basements because of so many different things that are down there. You know, particularly there's no light, even though I got flashlights. I don't want to take that chance. But anyway, as I stated before, early on in this video exploration, I went in here about a year ago, but I ended up losing my film. So I hope that everyone truly enjoyed this video exploration, or this urban exploration. And if you got any questions or comments, please feel free to hit me up on my on my YouTube page at dbje.com on Facebook. I mean, not Facebook, but on YouTube. And my name is Brother Dex, or Brother I Am the Urban Explorer, and I'm out of here. Peace. And what we're going to do is we're going to go back down. But before we go back down, I just want you to notice the architecture on the ceiling. And look at that ceiling of how it's designed. And look at how the stage is made. So right now, brothers, what we're going to do is we're going to make our way back out and look around a little bit more, so hold on tight.